what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston, and I'm not going to try to waste too much of your time. Everything that you've seen on my channel, all the links that I've left, things are accelerating exponentially more than we could ever have imagined. I prepare, you should prepare too, period. Use this website, use this link, save some money. They get it to your door in 2 days, free shipping over 99 bucks, and all the food's literally legit. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be living off it out of my truck. And there's that. Free shipping, 99 bucks. It helps me, it helps you, and they don't give your information away to anybody voluntarily at all. So there's that. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 24th of November, 2019. And I am in Roanoke, Virginia. I've been driving for an hour and a half. The sun is just starting to come up, but the sky is heavily overcast. It's very, very windy. So there's your news report for the morning. There's your weather report. How's that? Man, it's beautiful out here. The Shenandoah Valley is beautiful. I'm videotaping as much as I can. The footage will be up on Jailbreak Overlander at some point. At any rate, I'm listening to Geordie Rose, Dr. Geordie Rose, the founder of D-Wave Quantum Computers. He's the guy that got the money together. He's the guy that got the crews together. If you don't know what D-Wave Quantum Computers are, you should know. D-Wave Quantum Computers are a computer that Geordie Rose and his team, they got the best computer people from Silicon Valley, from all over the world. They assembled all these people and said, build a quantum computer. It had never been done before. Build one. Well, they tried and they tried and they tried, and it didn't work out. So they ended up firing all these people. Well, I've had a theory, and I always have had a theory. I've said this before in a live stream with Anthony Patch years ago. They fired all these computer guys because these computer guys couldn't break through, no pun intended, to the quantum world. Well, because a quantum computer isn't a standard computer by any stretch at all. A computer is something that can retrieve information incredibly quickly and solve a problem for you. It can solve a problem as long as its database allows it to find the answer. So as long as somebody has inputted the answer someplace along the line and the computer has access to those files, it can solve the problem. A quantum computer is a large black box. I'm quoting Geordie Rose. And if you listen closely to it, it has what sounds like a pulse. It's like kneeling at the altar of an alien god. Again, quoting Geordie Rose. Well, the reason all these computer guys from Silicon Valley, all the best people in the business couldn't build the quantum computer, and Geordie had to get a whole different crew, is because a quantum computer is nothing more than a machine doing satanic rituals 24/7, all day, every day. Do you understand that? It's a Ouija board on steroids. It's a Ouija board with an Ethernet cable. They tell us that it's a large black cube with what looks like a human spinal cord hanging down on the inside, made of gold, with the D-Wave qubit chip hanging at the bottom. They claim they keep it colder than absolute zero, which they claim is colder than outer space. So I'm listening to Geordie talk about this years ago. Everybody's seen this. Everybody listening to me right now has probably seen Geordie talk about this. A couple of years passes, Geordie talks about D-Wave again. Except this time around, he's looking for more computer people. In this particular seminar, he's talking to college students, I believe, university students. He references my old co-host, Anthony Patch, and says, conspiracy theorists are claiming that D-Wave is responsible for the Mandela effect. And then he just shrugs it off and laughs. Ha ha ha, that's hilarious. That's dumb. But up on the board behind him, it shows a sign saying, we need new programmers. We're looking for new demonologists. That's what he wrote, demonologist. You see, when you get too close to the truth and they find out, they'll either delete it, censor it, change it, or ridicule it. Ridicule. And that's exactly what he did. D-Wave came out and they were $15 to $20 million a piece. The only corporations that bought D-Wave quantum computers specifically are corporations that are trying to control you, IBM, lie to you, NASA, spy on you, the CIA. Do you see what I'm saying? Fast forward a little bit, and Geordie Rose is back. He looks terrible. He looks absolutely terrible. He looks exactly like a guy that's been swimming in the pools of H.P. Lovecraft, messing around with demonic entities, etc. Geordie and everybody that's ever spoke on behalf of D-Wave has consistently said that we have multiple, if not thousands, if not millions of alternate realities, other dimensions that they're tapping into. Now, I tend to believe that completely because at 52 years old, I remember Kennedy getting shot. I remember seeing the Zapruder film numerous times. The Zapruder film showed the entire event, for the most part. It was a driver, a senator, Jackie O, John F. Kennedy. In this new reality, the car has 6 seats in it, and there's now 6 passengers. That's a Mandela effect worth noting. Songs, candy bar wrappers, car emblems changing, I don't care about that. Historical events like JFK being sacrificed in front of a Freemasonic temple, getting his head blown off from 5 different directions, that's big. Tiananmen Square being changed where the tank no longer runs over the man with the grocery bags. The man with the grocery bags now somehow jumps up on top of the tank. That's big. Well, that's called quantum pollution, or the Mandela effect. And that's what messing with other dimensions does. To me, the only dimensions there are our dimension, the veil, and then the heavenly dimensions that we're not allowed, we're not capable as humans of living in. I'm just going to keep it there, keep it right there. It's amazing to me that technology has progressed so fast and so far that people have decided to not go outside. People don't go for a drive. People don't talk to each other at dinner. People are going to rehab to learn how to let go of their cell phones. The cell phone is the most powerful thing on earth. Everybody has one. It tracks you. It monitors you. It can target you. It can do all sorts of things to you that aren't good for you as a human, spiritual being on earth. And yet, every one of us paid for it. We paid for our enslavement. How brilliant is that? If you listen to my live stream, you must have heard me talking about Geordie's no longer, D-Wave quantum computer is no longer his main concern anymore. He's talking about his other business that I told you about in the end of 2015, Kindred, where they'll be building robots. Now, if you go to Kindred's website, the first thing you're greeted with is an Ouroboros, snake eating its own tail. Geordie Rose almost always has a shirt on with a snake eating its own tail. He's paying homage to the demonic entities or the great old ones that have given him all this technology. Geordie's mentioned dozens of times that while everybody is dealing with sports, Trump's impeachment, the weather, and taxes, and wars, there's a great tsunami of great old ones, other dimensional beings rising in the background. I put a video out on that about 2 years ago and almost made it to 1 million, and then YouTube stopped it in its tracks. Stopped it in its tracks. Geordie has switched his attention from D-Wave because D-Wave is up and running. It's doing its job. They now have an interface. They can now communicate with the other dimensional beings that we're not supposed to mess with 24/7, all day, every day. He's now turned his attention into building robots that are indistinguishable from human beings. Think about this. Every single science magazine, every single theoretical physicist, every top boffin, top scientist, Neil deGrasse Tyson, all of them are telling us the Earth is incredibly overpopulated and we need to get rid of people. Bill Gates, vaccines, GMOs, fluoride in the water, etc. There's too many people, and yet the biggest technological advancements on Earth right now are all focusing on making robots that people can't tell from humans. There's too many people, so let's make fake people. There's the answer. Geordie's opened up a portal into another dimension, and now he's building bodies for these otherworldly beings. He calls them the Lovecraftian great old ones. If you look at H.P. Lovecraft's works, it's all incredibly evil, scary sex magic. H.P. Lovecraft focused on sex magic, and he drew it. Women with their vaginas and demons, and I mean, it was horrific. It still is. These great old ones are coming through. Geordie Rose has probably, if he said it, it's already done. If they're building robots indistinguishable from people, it's already done. He's building them so these great old ones can inhabit them, and then Revelations plays out. You see what I'm saying? How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I had something else, but I can't think of it. I'm doing this all while I'm driving. What was it?